Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet, and today, donating a laptop. We did our taxes recently, and it provided us with a great degree of insight associated with the way we should behave going forward. Through 2015, I donated a substantial amount of cash to a variety of different charities with the view that it would reduce our taxable income. It did reduce our taxable income, and it saved me more than it lost me. But it also indicated that we have a great degree of peril associated with cash donations. And my thought was, well, let's start donating substantial items. Last year I donated an old laptop. This year I'm going to donate the laptop that I had prior to the most recent one. Yes, I'm donating a stable laptop for a laptop that crashes, but it doesn't really crash on a regular basis, and I'm relatively confident that the issue is with software and not hardware. And given time that these issues will resolve themselves, and I will have a functioning laptop once again. Call me an optimist, call me a fool, well, or maybe somewhere in between. The act of going through an old laptop, and I dug out 2 more old laptops. I have a laptop saving problem. That's probably the best way to phrase it. And in going through the older laptops, I realized that there was a bunch of software on there that I had already duplicated in 2009. A large portion of it already existed on SourceForge. And really, I wasn't giving away anything of any degree of informational value. I did have concerns as one of the laptops was impossible to get data off, lost its Ethernet connection card and various other things. I did for a period of time have a PC card that could transfer data from one old laptop to another old laptop, and the second old laptop could actually still connect to the internet. Small blessing. But as I went through those 2 laptops, I realized there was nothing there that really had any meaningful value. And the nature of holding old computers is a bit like holding onto cassette tapes. And yes, I'm going through my cassette tape. Because realistically, technology isn't about legacy anymore. It used to be fun to boot them up and have a look at how things used to go. But now it's just a lot of time and a lot of energy. And when I have to pull them out to do any compilation or software investigation, I've realized over the past couple of years that really there's nothing left on them of any degree of value. So that was relatively easy to do. Clean up some hard disks, get them ready. They're going in the pile of stuff, which is our donation area downstairs. Coming to the last laptop I used prior to the current one, it's a bit of a slower process. It has a much larger hard disk for a start. It's a bunch of squirreled information throughout it. I've done various backups of it. It is on our backup server, but I wanted to make a clean image just so if I ever need it again, I'll have access to it. Funnily enough, my history associated with doing these things is to install this stuff, back it up onto a variety of historical hard drives, most of which the power supplies get lost or they stop working for some mysterious reason. So I look at backing up. I look at this whole process associated with saving data and backing it up as more of a psychological thing, because in actuality, very little of the data that has been lost through all these backups onto bad hard drives and all this kind of stuff, it's kind of meaningless. I mean, it has a narrative history associated with it, but who really wants to go back and look at old code that I wrote, 15 years ago? The digital photos, they look old now, kind of jaded. I'm not really interested with a lot of old photos. But getting to this final silver laptop, going through the things, made me realize that I'm moving beyond a physical data philosophy. I'm moving beyond the idea that these physical things have any degree of meaning, and in parallel to this, which will be no doubt a future Short Funk recording, maybe many future Short Funk recordings, I'm converting what used to be physical media onto Apple's iTunes. Now, yes, Apple could go away sometime in the apocalypse, but currently I think it's probably the best way to guarantee that I have access to these movies when I want to watch them sometime in the foreseeable future. And given that I have vast numbers of DVDs, it's also cathartic, because a good number of the DVDs that I own, I won't be moving to digital media. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.